hearty welcome to our online class, Class 7, Subject Science. Today we are going to see in Unit 3, that is Changes Around Us, a topic called Chemical Change. Do you know what is meant by chemical change? It is the formation of a new substance with different chemical composition or transformation of a substance into another substance with the evolution or absorption of heat or light energy. That is said to be the chemical change. A chemical change will occur due to the formation of a new substance. Either it can be a change due to the formation of a new substance with the evolution or absorption of heat or light energy. And can you think some examples for chemical changes? Yes, rusting of iron, burning, and then curdling of milk, fermentation. They are all said to be examples for chemical changes. Now in these pictures, can you able to see the chemical changes here? That is due to burning of coal. When you burn any coal, then it forms ash only. And then due to that one, it is occurred due to the chemical change only. And the burning of a candle, or it can be rusting of any metal. Generally iron only will occur rusting, and that rust is occurred due to the change in chemicals present in that metal. And then explosive of firecrackers, decomposition of any organic matter, and ripening of fruits. All these will occur due to the change in chemicals present in it. Now let us see examples for chemical changes. Before moving into the rusting of iron, you must have noticed that a slice of an apple acquires a brown color if it is not consumed immediately. Similarly, color of the potato remains the same when stored in water, but there is change in color with the piece kept in air. And when you cut any brinjal which is kept in air, what will happen? It occurs in the change in colors only, and all these will be happening due to the chemical changes only. These are all the examples for chemical changes. Now let us move into the rusting of iron. So in your earlier classes, you have learnt what is meant by a chemical change, and why the process of rusting is called a chemical change. Yes, rusting is one change that affects iron particles and slowly destroys them. Since iron is used in making bridges, ships, car, truck bodies and many other articles, the monetary loss due to rusting is huge. The process of forming rust is given as iron when combines with oxygen which is present in air, and with the water it forms rusting. Generally rusting will be happening due to the mixing of iron with the oxygen and water, and it forms a chemical compound called iron oxide, that is Fe2O3. Due to the formation of Fe2O3, rusting will be happening in the iron particles. And in order to prevent the iron particles from rusting, we can coat those materials using paint. And now let us move into the topic burning. You have already learnt burning of paper is a fast change. Generally burning is a fast change only. So when you burn any piece of paper, it gives a new substance such as carbon dioxide, water vapor, smoke and ash. These are all the compounds which are formed due to the burning of any paper. Heat and light are also given off during the burning of paper, and we cannot combine the products of burning of paper to form the original paper again. When you burn any paper, can you able to reform that paper again? No, it is not at all possible. So it is an irreversible process, and it is a permanent change only. It is not a temporary change, and it is a permanent change. Now, what do you observe when you burn any magnesium ribbon? That is, due to the burning of magnesium ribbon, it gives out a white light, or white light will be formed due to the burning of magnesium ribbon. Hold the burning magnesium ribbon over a watch glass so that the powdery ash being formed by the burning of magnesium collects in the watch glass. Upon burning magnesium ribbon, it combines with the oxygen in air to form magnesium oxide. It is a chemical compound, magnesium oxide. So magnesium will combine with oxygen in the air to form magnesium oxide. It is a white powdery ash only. It is an example for burning, and it is also a chemical change only, because due to the burning of magnesium ribbon, it forms a new compound called magnesium oxide. So it is a chemical change. And now let us move into the next example, that is curdling of milk. We know that curdling of milk is an example of irreversible change, since we cannot get back the milk after curdling occurs. It is also called as a chemical change. Curdling is a process in which liquid gradually turns into solid, forming clumps along the way. When you take hot milk in a pan, and if you add drops of curd in it, what will happen? After some time, what will happen? It forms a lumpy solid mass called curd. And we can even add lemon extract to the hot milk to effect curdling immediately. But the taste and texture of the curd will not be the same as that of the curdling occurs in a few hours. And now the next topic is fermentation. In your lower class, you have seen the preparation of batter to produce idli. It is an example for irreversible change. And fermentation is a process in which microorganisms like yeast and certain bacteria break down sugar solution into alcohol and carbon dioxide. It is a process in which microorganisms like yeast and certain bacteria break down sugar solution into alcohol and carbon dioxide. It is an irreversible process, as the alcohol formed cannot be get back into sugar. Once the alcohol formed, we can't able to bring back the sugar solution once again. So it is an irreversible process, and it is a chemical change only, and thus fermentation is a chemical change. And now we shall see chemical reaction of baking soda with lemon. And you know, baking soda is generally used in cooking only, and it contains a chemical compound called sodium hydrogen carbonate, while the lemon contains a chemical compound called citric acid. So when you combine baking soda with the lemon, what will happen? Because baking soda contains sodium hydrogen carbonate and the lemon contains citric acid, they mix up together to form sodium citrate along with carbon dioxide and then water. It forms the brisk effervescence due to the evolution of carbon dioxide. So when you add the baking soda along with the lemon, what will happen? It forms a brisk effervescence, and it is due to the formation of gas called carbon dioxide, and it is also a chemical change only. And now let us see what are all the conditions needed for a chemical change. We know that firing of cracker is a chemical change. Some crackers explode only when thrown against a wall or struck with a hard substance. Thus, we could see that change in pressure may also bring about a chemical change. So, the condition needed is a change in pressure, which also leads to the chemical change. When lemon juice is mixed with soda water, it produces brisk effervescence, which is otherwise not possible when they are separate. So, we can say that many chemical changes occur only when the substances are made to physically contact with each other. So, the second condition is we have to bring them to physically contact with each other, which also brings about a chemical change. We have tasted raw rice and cooked rice. Have we not? They are different in their taste, and hence cooking is a process that is involved in the stated example, wherein rice is boiled with sufficient water. It is heat and the water that had brought the change in texture and taste of the rice before and after cooking. Thus, we can say that heating is a condition needed for a chemical change to occur. Water is a chemical compound that remains as water when undisturbed. But if a few drops of an acid is added along with water and then subjected to electrolysis by passing current, it decomposes into hydrogen and oxygen. So, electric current is also a condition needed for the effecting of a chemical change. And thus, from all these conditions, we can conclude that physical contact of a substance, heat, light, electricity, applying pressure, or some of the different conditions needed for a chemical change to occur. And today's home fun, you have to write what is a chemical change. Second one, list few examples for chemical changes. And third question, define fermentation. And your last one, write the condition needed for a chemical change. Thank you, children.